chat today with Trish Owens, who is Vice President for Relocation and Business Development at Montague, Miller and Company. And in that role, Trish, you work very closely with human resource directors in Central Virginia.
I do.
And one of the things that has been tied to recovery in our industry, in the real estate industry, and in the recovery, across the country, is employment and job opportunities. What do you see in your interaction with human resource directors? What do you see prospects for employment and jobs in our area?
Well, just final numbers for 2010 aren't out yet, but it appears that, if you will, the bleeding has stopped locally. And that appears to have occurred in the third or fourth quarter of 2010. Those that I've talked to have made positive comments in that they are beginning hiring again, which is something we haven't seen for, in a strong sense for probably the past couple of years.
Probably even beyond that,
with some. Most of the employers that I've spoken to tell me that they are in a much better financial position today than they were a year ago. And so as a result of that, a year or so ago, some of the folks that were working full-time were cut back to part-time. And so what we're seeing initially locally are part-timers coming back full-time.
So reinstatement of
absolutely
furloughed positions or positions going back to full-time might have been part-time.
Yeah.
But there probably will be some positive growth in the jobs.
Absolutely. They are looking forward to that. I think first and foremost, they are trying to bring back full-time those folks that have had to go to a part-time role. It does look like locally the jobs are in sales, information technology, customer service. Those tend to be the positions that the larger employers are looking to fill more quickly.
And that's consistent with the kind of jobs we've traditionally had in this part of Virginia,
right,
coupled with the fact that the University of Virginia is our largest employer.
Absolutely.
And we hear from the new president of the University of Virginia, Terry Sullivan, that the university is going to grow.
Right.
By 1,400 students.
Absolutely, yeah.
And those create jobs and opportunities.
Exactly, it's a whole trickle-down effect, and so that's a good thing. So we're looking really positively in 2010 to be a much, much better year than the past few years.
We've been fortunate the last few years that we've had some government relocation of divisions, or here. Tell us a little bit about some of that growth in the government sector.
Well, beginning about 2 or 3 years ago, the Defense Intelligence Agency decided to downsize some of their locations in the Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland. And luckily for us, they chose to build a large building in northern Albemarle County, so in Charlottesville, Virginia. As a result of that, that's going to create about 800 to 1,000 jobs here locally. So that's really exciting. It's about $60 to $80 million in just salaries for those positions.
Over what period of time do you think that will occur, Trish?
Well, it has already begun. They seem to be bringing them in waves, if you will. And the plan is that by the end of 2011, everyone should be in place here.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is come back and visit with you again and talk a little bit about the kinds of homes that some of those folks that are relocating to our area might be looking for. Really appreciate your taking time to talk to us today.
Thanks so much.